Holly Deas. I'm from the Self Support Services. I'm also an elected JAG member. Hello.
Hi, I'm Mubashir, and I've been a service user within Birmingham Solihull Mental Health Foundation Trust since 1992. I'm age 45 now, and I found out about Birmingham Mind through another service user, and I decided to find out about what services were offered. So I registered, and joining Birmingham Mind has turned my life around a great deal. It's given me, a lot of self-confidence, ability to talk to people in groups, and I've learned so much about myself and about others, which has helped my confidence grow, and I'm able to do things, more positively in my life, and I'm able to function better, and my overall outlook on life is much more positive.
Hello, my name's Rascal Martinovich. Regardless of the name, I was actually born in this country. It confuses a lot of people these days. Off and on I've suffered with deep depression. Had an alcohol problem for a few years, which has thankfully got sorted out. And at times, without connecting with people, I don't think I'd still be here.
When I first got started with Birmingham Mind, I was in a very difficult place. I didn't really associate myself with my siblings. They were in a different situation than I was. They were more settled in school. They didn't have the same obstacles that I just kept seeming to come across. Eventually, I was sort of signposted to Mind, and I had a couple of support workers, but the one I'm with now is the best, hands down. And I've got my own place. It's not great, but we're working on it. And she's helping me find courses and stuff to help me get my GCSEs. It's because I want to be a teacher, SENS teacher, be the person I could have done with when I was at school.
I decided to join JAG when I heard about it in one of the Improving Mind meetings, and I thought, I'll put my name forward, and if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. And then election took place for 3 people, and I was so happy to find out that I was one of the 2 who was elected. And so I thought, it was a good opportunity, and I've never looked back since. It's only given me more insight into the decision-making process within Birmingham Mind, and also listen to the views of service users and staff within meetings, and being an active voice for influencing change. The benefits of having JAG is a good way for service users such as myself to become actively involved within the decision-making process to influence change, and also to be representative of service users in a positive way. And I think it's very important that JAG meetings consist of 50% staff and 50% service users, because it allows service users to be more included and more involved within the decision-making process.
And it was my very first support worker who encouraged me to start getting more and more involved, and she really helped me no end, absolutely no end.
Within Mind, it's about what works. It doesn't matter if it's the basic of simple suggestions. If it can be implemented to help it, that's what they're going to do. Every time someone raises their hand or has something to say, it shapes the way that Mind, alongside with the rules that we have to follow. That's why I think the South's so good anyway. because it's always what we would have asked for, and what else can you want?
Influencing change, I'd say putting forward suggestions to open up a discussion and to see if there's some sort of consensus. Change should be led by the peers instead of just sticking to a certain programme. Everything can be tweaked a bit and altered to suit. So I do think it's important that people are listened to. And I've found through the JAG and Improving Mind meetings, no question's really silly. Every question has actually got some sort of meaning behind it, and people do actually get listened to.
It's given me somewhere that I could come on a regular basis and feel valued and feel listened to and cared about.
At the end of the day, life's about give and take, and we can't expect everything to be handed on a plate to us. The other thing I found important is even if you've got nothing to say, you actually pick up ideas from other people and from listening to people.
My name is Carolina Smythel. I actually live in the Birmingham area, and I have attended Mind for a number of years. Mine has been a key role in my life because it's helped me in so many ways, mentally, physically, any way possible. It's been great help to me.
Hi, I'm a service user. I've been with Birmingham Mind for quite a few years, but my original pathway that led me into requiring services from Birmingham Mind was the fact that I had a breakdown and a few relapses some years ago, which led me to a diagnosis of schizophrenia. That has been stabilised with medication and also with attending the various services of Birmingham Mind.
Hi, my name is Janice Lewis and I'm a service user as part of Birmingham Mind, and I receive floating support from a very good support worker who comes and visits me on regular occasions, which has really benefited in my recovery and my well-being.
And the reason that I carried on and got involved was I was interested in understanding more about Birmingham Mind and just the other services, because the main service that I receive is a recovery service. I think one of the important things in the Centre Improving Mind group, and certainly for the Joint Advisory Group members, is they understand more about the other services, because John Bristol, the Operations Director, feeds back a brief summary of the current situation with each of the various services that Birmingham Mind are commissioned to take on. And that in itself is very interesting, to see the improvements or the changes and the opportunities for new services that may come up.
Yeah, I believe that Mind actually as an organisation actually found me in a time of crisis, in a time of being depressed, going through things in my life. People who know of me would know or understand what I've been through. A lot of people look at mental health in the ways that, you know, you don't need to talk about mental health, but mental health does affect anybody. It can affect anybody, doesn't matter where you're from, what you do, but at some stage in life, you know, and you know, it's a matter of acknowledging that you need that help and support, and mine has been a great help and support, which I believe that my Mind actually found me.
I was feeling very isolated in my home. I'd been given a one-bedroom flat, and I've been through quite a lot of things, and I was at a very low point in my life, and some people came from Birmingham Mind to my home, and I was interviewed, and from then on I was given support, which is really improving my life and helping me to reach and gain goals as well that I didn't even know I could reach. So that's how it started.
It was my support worker that actually put me forward to becoming a JAG member, which, you know, I do appreciate that, and it's nice when someone's on the outside looking in and can look at their clients and say, well, they are capable of taking up that position.
I feel like anything that I can do that could contribute to help you, to either be a voice or to be somebody that can speak on behalf of others as well, then I'm prepared to try and take that chance, even if I'm not good at it, but I'll still give it a try. Because it's all about, for me at this moment, at my age as well, I'm just learning about new things, and that I can actually be involved with things and achieve goals as well.
All came about very much the same as the IMM. So I wanted to improve the service that anybody with mental health should face from the very core level. So the best way to incorporate change and to guarantee you've got the best people for the job is to hire the best people for the job. And then, so to my astonishment, there's panels where you have one service user, and then even more after that I found out that interviewees are more nervous about meeting me, which can you imagine? But it's absolutely amazing. You meet some wonderful people that, although they may have had their own journeys, they've still got enough to give of themselves to help others, and they have the same level of enthusiasm to help as much as we do as needing the help, you know? So like, for instance, the very first one I did, we ended up hiring this particular person, and they were outstandingly good. They shone off the paper, they shone in the interview room, and I felt so comfortable and confident that they might have came in a little bit nervous, but they left laughing and joking. And I helped be a part of that. I helped to influence the next wave of support workers, the next wave of whatever position may come ahead. You do get, you know, some rewards for participating, but I think the biggest reward is, you know, I influenced that career move in a sense. I helped them transition into Birmingham Mind to meet someone who cares as much about the service as they do, because they want to come into it and I want it to keep going.
Being alongside people who have actually lived life experience and sharing this work together, for me on a personal level, it's great to be able to socialise and to be with like-minded people who've been through similar situations, and also to have the other people on the other side who are the support network to us as well, and just to be able to share in all the things that are going to take place and all the things that are happening within Mind as an organisation is very fulfilling and rewarding. And for me personally, it gives me an opportunity and a chance and also a voice to be able to speak and help others.
Do you know how many nice people are within the service? People that have mental difficulties are given such a bad reputation, and I've had nothing but love, warmth, kindness, consideration, encouragement.
still quite nervous and shy amongst people that I don't know, and it takes quite a while to get to know people and open up properly. But I'm finding it a lot easier these days, and it's mainly through the groups, because you meet so many different people and people new to yourself. I will always be very grateful to the staff members at Mind, because they've helped me no end.
It's about us just being together, training together, working together. And the thing is, when we're all together doing what we're doing, it builds us up, you know, it builds us up, it gives us hope, it gives us something to look forward to, and also a lot of self-worth, a lot of self-esteem, because a lot of people who go through mental health, they're not believed in. You know, they feel like they're not believed in, they're misunderstood and things like that. So to be given this opportunity, I'm very grateful, and I find it quite amazing. I would like to say a big thank you to John Bristow and Andrew Nichols and all of the support workers that support the service users within the Mind organisation, because those of us that were lost are now being found.